Very good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. So let us start the class. We have Astha, Abhigyan, Aditya, Ankit, Ayush, Ishpreet, Kaushal, Lakshay, Naveen, Sambhav, Sanya, Sarvan Sinha, Shara, Shreya, Tushar, Vanshika, and Vatsal. So whose turn it is today? Sara, you have to present, you and your group.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm making you the presenter. Who else is there in your group? Sara?
The Sambhav and Sarvansh.
Who else?
The Sambhav and Sarvansh.
Sambhav and Sarvansh. Yes, Sarvansh Sinha. Yeah. So I have made all of you the presenters. So let us start it. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, screen is visible.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. So Sarvansh, carry on. Make it
Yes.
full screen.
Yes, sir.
Actually, you have shared your entire screen. No problem. Yes.
So can we start?
Yeah. Yeah. Please carry on.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to present on the topic prohibition or on buyback of shares and explanatory statement for special business. In this session, we are going to cover the topic. Sarvansh, can you switch to next slide?
Yeah.
In today's session, we are going to cover the topic share prohibition, buyback, explanatory statement, and special business and ordinary business. And there are some questions, so we will discuss the questions related to the topic. So now, before explaining you what is prohibition on buyback of share, I would like to explain you the shares and we already know what is shares. So can anyone tell me what do you understand by the term share? Sarvansh,
Yes.
can you?
Arpan Mishra. Arpan Mishra.
Sarvansh, shift to the next slide, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Ayush Botra. Ayush. Arpan.
Yes, sir.
Aditya. Yeah. Arpan. What do you mean by shares?
The share is a part of a company.
Share is a part of company. Ayush Botra. Ayush. Karan Agarwal. Ishpreet.
Yes, sir.
What is a share?
Sir, it is the portion of capital divided into smaller components, each component known as a share.
Okay. It's a contribution towards the capital of the company, right? Neha. Neha Singh. Naveen.
Yes, sir.
Neha, what is a share?
So it's basically someone owns a share, it basically means that the owner of the company and they contributed towards the capital.
Yeah, to the extent he has contributed the capital, he is deemed to be the owner. He's not owner. He is deemed to be the owner because he will be having the stake in the residual capital of the company only after winding up. Okay, he cannot claim the ownership before the winding up of the company, right? Yeah, Shara, you can continue now.
Okay, sir. So in section 2, subsection 84 of the Companies Act 2013, Act state that a share is a type of security issued by a company in order to raise fund or a capital. So next is prohibition. Prohibition is forbidden by law or anything. A law forbids a rule that forbids something. Putting a ban on something is a prohibition. So next is buyback. So what do you understand by term buyback? When I say buyback, what image do you get by buyback?
Yes, come on.
Has any idea?
Naveen
Preetham?
Chandlani, what do you mean by buyback? Jamima,
Yes, sir.
Jamima,
Yes, sir.
beta, what is buyback of shares?
The tax the shares that it has already sold to the shareholders. Yeah.
Okay, so who is buying it back? Who buybacks?
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, can you repeat it?
What do you mean by buyback of shares? I want to ask you. That's what Dipti has just now. Sorry, Shara has just now asked everyone.
Yeah. So when the company comes into more money in a later time period, they can buy back their shares from the market.
Okay, so buyback can happen only by company. If I have sold some shares to in the open market, can I buy it back? Would that be called buyback?
Yeah. No, I'm confused, sir.
Confused? Buyback happens only by the company. Okay. Otherwise,
Yeah.
people keep on buying and buying shares and selling shares itself in the stock exchange.
Yeah.
And that is when personal sales is there, then it is of no concern at all. Okay. Yeah. Sarah, carry on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so buyback in section 68 of Companies Act 2030, buyback simply means the process by which the company buy back its shares from existing shareholders, usually at a higher price than the market price. So we have many questions like why company buy back its shares and from whom, and Sambhav will explain you further.
Hello. So now we get to know what buyback basically means in one simple line. Now, from the perspectives of the company, I'm going to understand like from whom they buy back, how they are going to buy back, the form that they need to fill in for the process of starting the buyback, and how we are going to have the money that we'll give to the existing shareholders in order to initiate the buyback. So the first question which arises when as in perspective of a company in case of buyback of shares is from whom are we going to buy back? It is from the existing shareholders, the employees and the open market. Now, once we have decided from whom we'll buy back these shares, the second question arises is how. In the case of how, first we have to pass a resolution. The resolution is always a special resolution, but if we say that the buyback is only up to 10% of the total shares, then we do not require any special resolution. It is just a normal resolution which needs to be passed at the board meeting. After the resolution is passed, we need to send a letter to the ROC being the registrar of the companies. We need to send them a letter that our company won't be declared insolvent for the next 1 year during this buyback. and after the buyback is completed. And if we are a public company, we also need to inform the SEBI, and all this application and documents must be signed by one MD, that is managing director, and two directors. Now, according to the Companies Act, we also need to submit the forms. There are two main forms, SH10 and SH11. SH10 basically tells us the register of the shares and the other securities which we'll be buying back. And the second, SH11, that has to be sent to the registrar within 30 days of completion of the buyback, and it will contain everything, all the particulars such as how much share has been bought back, what amount, from whom, and other basic details. Now, for the company, the main question: how are we going to fund these buybacks? There are two main funds that we are created. First, the free reserve of a company, and second is this security premium account that was created in the start when we first issue the shares. Now, I hope everyone is clear with what buyback means and how it is initiated from the perspective of the company. Now, with
Yes.
everything, there comes a limitation, or there comes a point where they cannot move forward to something which is illegal. That is called prohibition. So, in order to tell us more about prohibition, I'd like to call Sarvansh.
So why a company is prohibited to buy back its shares?
Yeah, that's the thing Sarvansh is going to tell us.
Who?
Sarvansh, sir.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I hope everyone has understood the whole process of buyback of shares. So I would like to tell you there are few prohibitions for the companies to buy back their shares, which is mentioned under Section 70 of Companies Act 2013. The first one is the company cannot buy back its own share through a subsidiary company or including their own subsidiary company. So I would like to ask here a question. In yesterday's class only, we discussed about what is subsidiary company. Can anyone would like to tell what is a subsidiary company?
Yeah, anyone, because subsidiary company was discussed yesterday itself. So what is subsidiary company? Come on. Any one of you? What is subsidiary company?
Sir, it is a company that belongs to another company.
Yes, Abhigyan?
Sir, it is a company that belongs to another company, like to a parent company.
Okay. How a company becomes a subsidiary of other, or when a company becomes a subsidiary of other, or when a company becomes a holding of other, whatever.
Sir, when the parent company exercises control over it and has the
Yes.
majority in the board of directors.
Exercises control. So exercising of control is the most important thing. And there can be modes of exercising control of one company on another company. Okay. So when it is there, then one company will be said to be another company. One of the method is to hold 50% or more of the share capital of another company. Okay. Chalo.
Next point is the company cannot buy back its own share through investment company or group of investment company. Now, anyone would like to tell what is investment companies?
Any one of you? Investment company. Any one of you investment company? You can put a try. You can just try it. Not necessarily all your answers will be correct. Trying itself is a good thing.
Sir, a
Sir, like
company.
Priyanshi
Hello.
Sharma. Yes, Abhigyan. Yes, Abhigyan.
sir, like the company whose main business is of buying and selling securities, and then they keep on transferring their owners. Like first they buy something, then if they know that this has reached limits, then they will take out their share and then they'll invest in another company.
Okay. So is it correct? Sambhav, Sarvansh?
Yes, sir. Rather than exchange of goods, they usually invest into other companies.
Deal in shares only.
Yes,
They
sir.
deal in securities only, and they earn out of the dealing in securities. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So
Carry on.
next point. So next point is if a company has made any default in their debentures, deposit, dividend, loan repayment, and redemption of preference shares, then they are not like they are prohibited to buy back their shares. Next point, if a company has not complied with the following sections, section 92 of annual return, section 23 of declaration of dividend, section 127 for punishment for failure of distribute of dividend, and section 129 for true and fair financial statement, then those companies are prohibited to buy back their share.
Such
So
companies
here
cannot go for buyback. Fine.
So here I want to tell you one more point. If a company if a company is under prohibition for buyback, there is a time limit for 3 years. Like if a company is prohibited in 2011, then they are liable for buyback after 3 years, which is 2014 onwards.
Correct. Fine.
Okay, so I hope buyback is all clear.
So
If there
one
are
thing,
any
Sarvansh, I would like to ask you,
Yes, sir.
what is the impact of buyback? See, buyback is a financial decision. What is the impact of buyback on companies' financial position?
Sir, just in the beginning, Shara told like buyback. The company buy back their own share from existing shareholder at higher price. So there is a profit for investors, and like the remaining shares in the market, the prices of share increases. So there is a profit for business.
Okay. So what are the situations where company has to buy back its shares?
When
Yes, Sambhav, you
company
want to
has
say something?
Yes, sir. I would like ask for the question you asked. When when there's a huge amount of outstanding shares in the market, or we can, when as a company we can see that our shares are not performing, then we'll issue a buyback.
So what
For
the
example,
situation is called, Sambhav?
suppose in the time of crisis of coronavirus, when the share market is plunging, then we
That
can.
is a situation. But what is this called? Technically, what is this called? When you have more outstanding shares in the market. Because you have outstanding shares in the market, the supply is high. And it is actually adversely affecting the price of the shares in the market. What this situation is called? For sure, anything which is having higher in the market, your balance sheet should also depict the same thing. You cannot issue the shares without entering it into the books of accounts and ultimately the balance sheet. So what this situation will be called? Have you heard about this term overcapitalization? You will learn this while if given a chance, if I will be teaching you financial management in the next year, means next semester. This is one which is which we will be studying. Okay, so this financial management. In financial management, there is a term called overcapitalization. So your outstanding shares are more than it is able to justify your assets. So there the company buy back the shares in order to balance the overcapitalization situations in the market. Okay, so this adversely affects the company's health. Even overcapitalization and undercapitalization both are harmful for a company. There has to be an optimum capital structure which should be maintained by the company. Then only the company will be fruitful for the company itself. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sambhav, Sarvansh,
Yes, sir.
and Shara,
Yes.
and all of you.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So that's what. So situations why there is a prohibition. This buyback of shares was totally banned in the Act of 1956 till 1998, I suppose. And then no, till 2002, this was banned. Even companies cannot buy back its own shares from the open market. There was a restriction, but afterwards it has been opened. Okay, subject to these conditions which are given under section 70 of the Companies Act 2013. Okay. Yeah. Carry on.
Okay, so I hope everyone has understood the buyback. Now we have to switch to next topic, which is explanatory statement for special business. Now, before jumping on to explanatory statement, I would like to tell you what is an ordinary and special business, which is mentioned under Section 102 of Companies Act 2013. The ordinary business at general meeting is a type of business which is transacted at annual general meeting and the below mentioned points, which is consideration of financial statement, consideration of report of auditors, consideration for report of board of directors, if there are any appointment of or retirement of auditor or director, and fixing of their remuneration of auditors, or any declaration of dividend has to be discussed in the meeting. Then all these terms are considered under ordinary business. Now, special business, all other businesses other than above mentioned point are called special business, which are usually transacted at annual general meeting and extraordinary general meeting.
So why ordinary business are called ordinary?
Because they are conducted every year and same topic
Absolutely.
is
Very good.
discussed.
Because these are being conducted every year, and you keep on doing those. Without these, because these are the routine functions of the company. Okay, so anything over and above this will be called as an extraordinary, or you can say special business. For example, a company wants to go into liquidation. Okay, for example, a company wants to go into merger or acquisition or something like that. Okay, so now suppose, for example, a company wants to increase its share capital. Okay, and it wants to increase because the changes are to be made in the you can say the memorandum of association, articles of association, something like that. So something which is company is doing out of the routine. So these functions which are given over there, consideration of financial statements, board of directors report, auditors reports, no, or appointment of director, these all are the routine functions, declaration of dividend. So every year this will happen by default. Okay, these there in the agenda of the companies. Except these, there will be certain other businesses which company is doing extraordinary. Okay, extraordinary means which is beyond these ordinary things. Okay, so it means the company is taking some move. Company is doing something which is for which it needs a special permission. So all those businesses except these will be called as a special business, and you have to call either AGM, either this, if the AGM is going to happen, then you can discuss it in that AGM. Otherwise, the company has to call EGM. EGM is extraordinary general meeting. Okay, so these are the certain things which we have to put in front of the body of the shareholders. Directors cannot take action on these things, means on the special business of their own. So these have to put forward to the board of you can say sorry, not the board, but to the body of the shareholders. Okay, so general body of the shareholders will decide upon. That's why it is called special business. Yeah, carry on, please.
Few examples of special business are if there is an increase of authorized share of capital of a company.
Yes, very good.
And the appointment of independent directors, borrowing of fund through a issue of debentures.
Yeah.
These terms, if have to be discussed, then it is considered in special business.
Very good. Very good. Carry on.
Now for explanatory called Shara.
Okay.
So explanatory statement for special business. So you all have understand that businesses are of two type, ordinary and special. And a special business only in special business, so explanatory statement need to be given, and in ordinary business, explanatory statement should not are not needed
Ordinary
to be
business, Shara, are self-explanatory, so they do not need any other explanation, because it keeps on happening every year, so everyone knows
given. Yes,
about it.
Yes, sir. Except that 4 points, like Sarvansh already told you, declaration of dividend and approval of accounts, and rotation of directors' appointment, and appointment of auditors. So, if I ask you, ki company wants to change its name, so is it special business or ordinary business?
Yes, come on. Anyone? Shreya?
So I think it's a special business, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
Very good. Excellent.
Yes, sir. So when the company call for a special business special meeting, and they need to give us explanatory statement, so they need to tell shareholders that, and shareholders need to know that the decisions are taken, and there is no personal motive behind the decision, and there is no profit of directors, KMP relative, or they do not have any benefit in that. So, explanatory statement of special business shall contain material fact and interest of every director, manager, and any other key managerial person or their relative. So, there is a question ki there is a X LTT and there is a Y LTT. So, X is purchasing his raw material from Y LTT. So, suddenly it changes material, so it wants to buy its material from ZLTT. It's calling a meeting, and uh, the owner of ZLTT is the director of XLTT. So should they need to mention in the explanatory statement or not?
Yes, come on. Priyanshi? 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 Not there? Shubham Singh? Shahid? Naman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Priyanshi, where you were?
सर थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ गई थी नेटवर्क की, सर वो ऑन नहीं हो रहा था माइक.
अभी तुमको क्लास के बाहर निकालने लगा था. इनका जवाब ही नहीं दे रही प्रियांशी. या प्रियांशी बताओ, अभी सारा ने कुछ पूछा है. Sara, will you repeat the
question?
Yes, sir. My question was ki there is a company X, okay? Okay, and there is a company Y. The company X purchases raw material from company Y, and it wants to change it raw material, buys raw material from company Z. So the company Z, the owner of the company Z is the director of company X. So they have to inform shareholders about this or not?
So too complicated, sir. I don't know.
Yes.
But it's too complicated question. I don't know.
Sorry?
Sir, it's too complicated question. I don't know, sir, about this.
भाई complicated क्या है इसमें?
हिंदी में बता दे.
नहीं, हिंदी में समझ आ गया मुझे, बट इट्स टू कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. यहाँ से खरीदा तो वहाँ से खरीदना है.
चलो कोई बात नहीं. शुभम सिंह राणा बताएंगे, शाहिद चौहान बता देंगे. At least you responded, that's good. राघव दुबे, शुभम सिंह राणा.
सर फिर से बोलियो, क्वेश्चन बोलियो.
अब कितनी बार बोलेगी वो, तुम लोग ध्यान तो देते नहीं हो.
सर मैंने ध्यान दिया, ये बताओ ये जो
अच्छा,
डायरेक्टर
बोल रही है बेटा.
एक एक्स कंपनी है, एक वाई कंपनी है, ठीक है.
ठीक है.
तो एक्स कंपनी वाई कंपनी से अपनी रॉ मटेरियल खरीदती है, पर वो चेंज कर रही है, जेड से लेना चाहती है, और जेड का जो ओनर है वो एक्स का डायरेक्टर है. तो क्या उसको अपने जो एक्सप्लेनेटरी स्टेटमेंट वो दे रहा है अपने शेयर होल्डर्स को, उसमें उसको मेंशन करना है, करेगा कि नहीं करेगा ये चीज?
हाँ, कर देना चाहिए.
क्यों करना चाहिए?
नहीं, हवा में मत बोलो.
नहीं मतलब सर कुछ उसमें बुराई तो है नहीं.
अरे बुराई नहीं है तो मतलब हर चीज जो बुरी नहीं है वो करते हो क्या तुम?
हाँ हाँ
ये ऐसे मत करो यार, आंसर अच्छे से दो भाई।
हाँ सर, करनी चाहिए सर, सही में करनी चाहिए।
क्यों करनी चाहिए ये भी बताओ ना।
सर उसके मतलब ये जो शेयर होल्डर्स हैं, इन्होंने मनी इन्वेस्ट कर रखा ऑब्वियसली कंपनी में, तो फिर उन्हें पता तो होना चाहिए ना कि उसके जो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उसका रॉ मटेरियल ला कहाँ से रहा है।
नहीं वो तो ठीक है, वो तो अगर अगर ये कंपनी नहीं होती कोई दूसरी कंपनी होती तो
हाँ तो वो
सारा
भी सेम ही होता।
Yes, sir.
यस सारा
Yes, sir.
करो, डिस्कस करो।
तो उसको क्यों एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा ये बताओ, मतलब उसको क्यों मेंशन करना है वो चीज उसमें?
क्या ट्रांसपेरेंसी होनी चाहिए ना, सारा शेयर होल्डर को सारी चीजें पता होनी चाहिए कंपनी के बारे में, बस इसीलिए।
उसमें जब अभी तो पॉइंट्स डिस्कस कर रहे थे ना कि अगर कोई प्रॉफिट मोटिव है डायरेक्टर्स का तो उसको एक्सप्लेन करना जरूरी है उस चीज में।
अब हो सकता है कि रॉ मटेरियल उसने चीपर प्राइस पे लिया हो, प्रॉफिट तो उससे बढ़ ही जाएगा।
नहीं तो उस कंपनी का फायदा होगा ना, जब वो जेड से ले रहा है तो जेड को ऑब्वियसली फायदा होगा उसमें, और जेड कंपनी तो उसके डायरेक्टर की है तो डायरेक्टर का फायदा है ना उस चीज में, तो उसको
ठीक
उस
है।
चीज को एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा।
हाँ तो यही तो मैं कह रहा था।
नहीं तुम कुछ और कह रहे थे भाई।
नहीं करना तो पड़ेगा, मैं तो यही कहा था सर।
नहीं नहीं ऐसे नहीं बेटा, क्यों करना पड़ेगा उसका रीजन है। सी who is having the ownership, who is having the power to influence the decision of the company? Director. Okay, so director can say okay ठीक है हम यहाँ से नहीं लेके वहां से ले लेते हैं क्योंकि मेरे भाई की दुकान है, क्या पता वो रेट ज्यादा रेट में खरीद रहा हो चीज।
ठीक है।
So in that situation, in order to have a transparency, in order to have a good compliance, right, and in order to have good governance, this is a duty of the directors to disclose that if the company in which they are director, if it is dealing with some other company, and if the director or his relative is substantially interested in it, then they have to disclose these facts in the explanatory statement that this
Okay.
is a situation, this is the rate at which we are taking, this was the previous rate at which we were taking, and now because my brother is a director of this company and I'm director of this company, so I am purchasing from this company because there is an advantage. So he should explain that, or there is no profit no loss in that case. Okay, but he has to justify each and every situation, Shubham.
Okay, sir.
Good, very good. Yeah. Carry on, Shreya.
Okay, sir. So material facts. The following material facts concerning each item of special business shall be annexed to the notice calling a general meeting in accordance with section 102 subsection 1 of a Companies Act 2013. Nature of concern or interest, financial or otherwise, of every director, manager, key managerial person and their relative. Any other information which facilitate better understanding of business to be transacted and enable member to take decision. So if there is any information which will ease the decision making of shareholder, they need to be mentioned in explanatory statement and the shareholders need to know about it. And if the director or any KMP or relative have less than 2% shareholder in any company, so they need not to be mentioned in explanatory statement. And if more than 2% shares are there, so they need to be mentioned. And if the shareholders are calling the explanatory meetings, there is no explanatory statement need to be given in that. So I would like to call Samba for the next explanation.
Okay, so now we had actually talked about why it is necessary. Now we have to see the other side. What will happen if we do not disclose what the things that promoter, director, the manager can face if they do not disclose these material facts in the explanatory statements? In section 102, subsection for the Companies Act 2013, it was stated that promoters, director, managers, or any other key managerial person and their related relatives. At this point, I would like to ask, what do we mean by relatives? Does anyone know, like, who all are included in the category of relatives? Anyone?
Yes, anyone? This
Who?
definition of relatives previously was given under Section 6 of the Companies Act 1956. In which section now it is there, I do not remember. But yeah, anyone would like to just throw light on what do you mean by relatives as such? Come on. Yes.
Just give me any 2 or 3 relation. That should be more than enough.
Yes,
Any
come on.
member of HUF any member of HUF family or the wife or husband of the owner.
Yes, that's correct. As Ishpreet said, wife, husband, father, mother, sister, everyone is included in the category of relatives. If any one of these holds any benefit in the business, they have to be mentioned in the explanatory statement. If they fail to mention, they're liable to pay all the benefits which they have availed until the moment, and there can be 2 suits which they have to justify, which is one is a civil tort and the second is a criminal tort. And further that they can also have to pay further penalties, and they can even look up to jail depending on the type of judgment given by the judge at the present moment. So I hope everyone has understood what do I mean by non-disclosure of materials in the explanatory statement. At this point, we have come to almost the end of our PPT. Does anyone have any doubt?
Yes, a very good presentation made by all of you.
So there are 2 more slides.
Yeah, but up till here itself,
Yeah.
I say it is good. I know, and you have 5 more minutes, so carry on with the remaining 2 slides also.
So just to brush everything up and just to test everyone's knowledge, we have 2 more questions. Just they're brief and small. Savansh, could you please present them up?
Okay. So it is open for everyone. Anyone can try. Question number 1. Mr. A is the director of company X. Company X hold 51% stake in the company Y. X would like to buy back his own share via company Y. Can they do so?
Yes, anyone from you? Raghav Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Raghav. Yes, answer this.
सर इसमें तो एक्स की परमिशन मिलेगी तभी वाई खरीद सकता है वरना नहीं खरीद सकता
हैं?
सर इसमें एक्स की परमिशन मिलेगी तभी वाई खरीद सकता है वरना नहीं खरीद सकता सर क्योंकि
Yes,
उसने
Sambhav Sarwan.
50%
Karan Agarwal. Lakshay Larka. Lakra. Lakshay, are you there? Ayush Bothra, I'm asking you again. Yeah, Ishpreet.
No, sir, they cannot buy back the shares of a subsidiary company.
Why?
There is a prohibition because there is a prohibition on buying back of shares of a subsidiary company.
Yes.
What is the
correct.
prohibition? Yes. Sanya, would you like to answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the prohibition on buyback exists that any company can not directly or indirectly purchase its own shares through its subsidiary company.
Very good. Yes. Yes, is it okay? Sambhav
Yeah.
and Sarvansh?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
it is absolutely correct.
Good.
And
Ask second question now.
yeah.
Okay. Second question. Can husband or wife of a manager can be held responsible for benefit received on non-disclosure of explanatory statement?
Yes, Ashutosh Maharshi, Yes, Astha, you want to answer this?
Yes, so in the previous slide only we saw that relative can be responsible and the husband and wife counts as relatives.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very correct. Very correct.
Mm,
Good.
yeah, yes, so she's correct, and we can see the answers on the next slide. Can you go on the next slide, please? Yes, for the first question, company X cannot do so, as one company cannot buy back their own share as a subsidiary. It was mentioned in side 6 from the prohibition of buyback of shares. And for the second question, as she lightly mentioned, yes, he or she can be held responsible, and the statement was mentioned on slide 11.
Excellent. Very good. So these questions and these things, I liked it very much because this is a new concept for interaction. This is something new you have brought out of the two presentations held before, and really very good. And all of you have done an excellent job, especially because Shara was in touch with me regarding the correction of the PPTs, showing the PPTs, and even the quizzes also. So Shara, what is the time for the quiz today?
Sir, 3:30.
3:30, fine. So everyone please be prepared, be ready. 3:30 will be the time for you to just go for the quiz. Okay. So great of you, all of you. So let me just take the attendance and then we will depart for the day.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Yeah, excellent presentation by all of you and keep it up.
Thank you,
Because
sir.
this increases the confidence also. This increases, this is
sir.
an opportunity. Because you get an opportunity to present in front of the class. This improves many things simultaneously. Yeah. So in the class now are Sambhav Garg, Sarvan Sinha, Shara Khan, Astha Kandelwal, Abhigyan Gupta, Aditya, Ankit, Arpan Mishra, Ayush Bothra, Ishpreet Singh, Jamima, Karan Agarwal, Kaushal Agarwal, Lakshay, Naman Jalan, Naveen Chandlani, Neha Singh Rathore, प्रीतम मिलन, प्रियांशी शर्मा, राघव दुबे, सान्या, शाहिद चौहान, श्रेया, शुभम सिंह, तुषार खंडेलवाल, वत्सल रस्तोगी and Yashwardhan Tiwari. Thank you guys. Thanks for attending and thanks for actively participating it. I hope the same will continue in the rest of the classes too. All the best to the rest of the presenters and their teams. Thank you. Take care. Take care of your family. Be safe. Stay safe. Bye-bye.